Have you ever read a post in a dental Facebook group that made you feel behind? Someone says, we collected $4 million with 60% profit margin, or our EBITDA margin is 45%, or payroll is only 22%. What are you guys doing wrong? And suddenly you're questioning your entire business. Here's the truth. Comparing your dental practice to anonymous posts on Facebook groups is one of the fastest ways to make bad financial decisions and be stressed out. Today, I'm going to explain why. The problem isn't community. The problem is incomplete information. On Facebook groups, you see revenue numbers, random percentages, big claims, and very little context. You don't know if the numbers are even accurate, if they're using gross margin, EBITDA margin, or profit margin. If it was one strong month instead of a trailing 3-month average. But your brain compares anyways. And that comparison leads to overhiring, cutting necessary investments, slashing marketing, or chasing unrealistic margins. If you haven't met, my name is DJ Bhola, and we specialize in bookkeeping and financial reporting for dental practices. We help practices get clean, updated monthly financials so ownership can make better business decisions. On this channel, we focus on clear numbers, better decisions, and higher profits for your dental practice. Let's ground this in reality. For single practices for tax year 2025, peer averages show as follows. Employee expenses 31%, dental supplies at 5.58%, and so on and so forth. EBITDA margin approximately 35.22%. And importantly, for single practices, the 35.22 EBITDA margin is calculated before owner compensation. This measures true operating performance, not how much the owner chooses to pay themselves. Now, compare that to group practices. Average EBITDA margin is about 17%. Why lower? Because groups have more administrative overhead, carry executive compensation, have multi-location infrastructure, often include doctor compensation differently in reporting. Structure changes margin. Context matters. Let's walk through a scenario. Dr. Lee owns a $1.5 million practice. After adding back his own compensation, his EBITDA is about 34%. That's very close to the 35.22 peer benchmark. Operationally, he's stable. Then he sees a Facebook post. We are doing 45% margin easily. He assumes that's EBITDA margin. He panics. He thinks he's inefficient. So he cuts team hours, reduces marketing, delays technology upgrades. But here's what he didn't know. That 45% number might have been gross margin before payroll, maybe EBITDA calculated incorrectly. The same Facebook poster had 15% margin in the last month. Meanwhile, his 34 EBITDA margin calculated correctly before owner compensation was healthy and stable. He reacted to noise instead of data. Here is what makes social media comparisons unreliable. Margin definitions vary. Some people say margin without specifying EBITDA margin. Owner compensation treatment varies. In single practices, EBITDA margin is calculated before owner compensation. In groups, doctor pay may already be embedded as operating expenses. Those are very different structures. Reporting quality varies. Not all practices have clean monthly financials. Outliers are louder than averages. Nobody posts we're running 35% EBITDA margin consistently. They post, we are at 50% this month. Extreme numbers get attention. Stable performance builds profits. Here's the clear takeaway. Stop comparing yourself to unverified numbers online. Instead, focus on your EBITDA margin, your percentages relative to structured peer benchmarks, your trend over a rolling 3-month period. Comparison only works when definitions are consistent, calculations are accurate, structures are comparable. Otherwise, it creates stress and emotional decision making. And emotional financial decisions are expensive. If you are unsure whether your EBITDA margin is even being calculated correctly, especially regarding owner compensation, that is the first place to start, because clarity beats comparison every time. Clear numbers, better decisions, and higher profits for your dental practice. And I will see you in the next one.